What's up, guys? This is Yinling Loki, and we are casting a 2v2 game. I'm not sure what the teams are just yet, but we have two Greek players, SpartanXElite and DengueBrasil, sorry, I don't know what the teams are, but on the other team we have MarcuAurelius and Weepi. So these guys are all pretty good. It should be a fairly high-level game. Yeah, I'm surprised. Originally, we actually had 4 Greek players, but then some people switched civs, and that would be a very weird game because honestly not very many people play Greek anymore, which I think is sort of a good thing since if you guys remember like a year ago, basically everybody played Greek on the competitive scene. So this is Treasure Island. I'm actually getting to like Treasure Island. I used to think it was sort of a lame map, but I think like you have a lot of options on this map, whether you want to go water or do some kind of early harass, because it's one of the only water maps with a short rush distance, besides maybe Oasis. It doesn't really count as a water map. Already we see that MarcuAurelius looks like he's going for an early barracks. And you can tell this because he's chopping down these trees before getting any. Oh, never mind. He does have food. Just kidding. Don't listen to me. But he still could be going for an early barracks. DengueBrasil is on his berry bushes. I guess I don't know. He found a hunt. He just maybe didn't want to go for it. And we see Weepi putting down a barracks as Persia. I would assume this is for defense. Because, I don't know, at least when I play Persia, I find it difficult to harass properly just because your units are very expensive. So, SpartanXElite also seems to be going for a harass. It looks like, yeah, so he's just gathering wood in order to afford a storehouse now. If you look at the power bars here, you can see Babylon has the lead, and that doesn't really mean anything. Babylon just always goes that way early on because of the ox carts. Yeah, you put down one house. I'm not sure that house is necessary. I don't know how many spearmen he's thinking of training. But yeah, he already has one out, and it looks like he's just going to keep them for defense for now. A nice thing to note about Babylon is that you don't really need to kill your deer with your scout, and you can actually scout a lot faster that way if you don't do that. So I would recommend all you Babylonian players out there do that in the future. I'm surprised we haven't seen any docks yet, especially in a 2v2. I think like if you rather than going for that early TC, you can put a dock out in H1. As long as you have a teammate to back you up with the racks. Let's see. So, okay, all players seem to be just using their spearmen for defense right now. Yep, same thing with the Sparbara over here. But DengueBrasil is yet to build a. There. Wait, he must have built something because he only has 50 wood. I don't see a racks anywhere. Did he proxy? Let's see. No, I don't know. Well, something has happened to his wood. I'm not sure what just yet. He's gathering wood with a lot of people right now. So I don't know. Maybe he researched something. No, he can't really do that as Greece. What am I saying? Anyway, it looks like we're gonna have a bit of a never mind. I thought they were chasing that scout, I guess. I saw blue on the map, and I figured there must be some spearmen coming. Basically, he's just killing these wolves with his spearmen. I love when wolves die right next to a hunt. Gives you like a lot of food. I was playing on a Black Forest map the other day, and basically there were like 16 cows that I found, which was ridiculous. Actually, it was more like 12, but still. And then also I had a couple wolves and some deer, and on this really large hunt, and I never ran out of food. This is really nice. The ziggurat going up from MarcuAurelius. Let's see. Weepi also appears to be eating up. Another Greek player. has aged up yet. SpartanXElite is still training spearmen. He's a pretty decent army there. And he's gathering stone for a TC, it looks like. Weepi might be going in for a little raid here. If he goes to DengueBrasil, I think he could do some decent damage because we don't even see a we don't see a barracks out here. DengueBrasil seems to be hunting and gathering from a berry bush. That is a lot of food. Now he has 10,000, 1,000, sorry, not 10,000 food stored up. That is floating a lot of food. Wow, okay. So he's going to be trying Hippospis now. That's a good decision based on the number of spearmen and Sparabar that are on the field currently. All players seem to be playing very defensively so far. I mean, a lot of stone. He's gonna have his TC like in one more gather. Wow. Yeah, SpartanXElite I would say has the economic advantage right now. Just based on the fact that his score bar is equal to Babylon, and he's putting up a TC. So it looks like the Babylonian player is going stables. He took the time to rotate his buildings, which is interesting. Let's see. Weepi is starting to gather stone here, and he also has a stables. So it looks like both Greek players will be training primarily some spearmen into their composition. Because of this cavalry on either team. We have, wow, this is supposed to look pretty cool. So what is that? Spartan Champions Blade? Oh. Well, there's you like PvP a lot, man. Yeah, so we have pretty, basically the Greeks both are putting down barracks, which I think is a good decision. DengueBrasil seems to have more Hippospists, whereas SpartanXElite has some spearmen mixed in. Did he put down CC yet? Oh. Looks like he did. I don't see it anywhere. Oh, here it is. It's right next to the other one. Let's see, he's already training villagers from both, which is good. We'll see if that. Let's check the villager counts. He has 30 to 30 from Weepi. Wow. To 31 from MarcuAurelius and 21 from DengueBrasil. So DengueBrasil is already lagging behind a little bit. I think SpartanXElite will overcome MarcuAurelius shortly, just because of those 2 TCs that he has. Yeah. Weepi's training some. Oh, we have an engagement, do we? No, looks like did he destroy a watch post? I'm not sure what that was. But yeah, we had some bowmen coming up in the Spartan player. I think that's a very good decision, considering all these infantry units the Greek player has here. Also, we have a lot of spearmen, so bowmen are going to be very useful. Yeah. What's this? Is this another watch post? Yeah, he really likes those watch posts. Watch posts can be extremely useful, I have to say. I was playing a game the other day where my teammate just put down like a bunch of age 1 watch posts, and I was sort of screaming at him like, what are you doing? Like, that's a total waste. But like, I was talking like 7 or 8 watch posts, which I think is a little overkill, but basically like the map vision they gave us just allowed us to really like outmaneuver them. It was really great. I wouldn't recommend maybe going that extreme, but I think watch posts are underused. So it looks like he's gonna run out of his hunt here. And does he have any deer hunts? No, there's one deer there. I think they're gonna have to be forced out here a little bit or go into berries. Actually, I think all the hunts on the map might be used up. I always underestimate how small this map really is, and you know, even though you have this huge water over here, basically the rush distance is like, I don't know, you can cover it in like a couple seconds. What happened to the rest? Oh, he's gonna wall up. Okay, that's very, very good. One thing you should remember is that if you're on this side, there's a little opening here. I just lost this game because I didn't realize that yesterday. It was unfortunate. Wow, that is a very aggressive watch post. I like this display here. Secured this berry bush for himself, and also has vision beyond the wall. Okay, so he denied that market. If you've watched the Age of Empires stream recently, you know that basically people have been talking about like early markets in 2v2, which I think is pretty good idea. Like I've played people who just like mark it up early, and I'm thinking like, wait, why are you doing that? There's still gold on the map. But then because it's 2v2, they get that gold bonus from their allies TC, and they just destroy. That's another good tip. If you're ever playing a 2v2, rather than trading with your own town center, you should build the market in your base and trade with the allies town center, because that gives you a 50% gold bonus. Let's see what armory technology he's getting. I've very rarely seen the armory come into play, or the university or whatever, academy. So the two early technologies are murder holes and philosophy. Reduces research time, minus 40% research time. That actually sounds decent. Wow. Agube, discipline, minus 25% train time, plus 25% time. It's not that bad, I have to say. No, Greek Fire, I've seen that. It's a lot. Greek Fire is a very common technology that people get. Like, whenever you get to age 4, really, especially Greek, they have that, like, awesome arrow elevation. Little raid here. It looks like these villagers were completely unprotected, and you'll probably get 1 or 2. Actually, no reaction here. Wow, yeah, they're done. So basically, yeah, look at that. His economy is just dropping right now. He has 14 villagers at 12 minutes. That's not good. That's really not good. Is he gonna fight this? That's not good. He should run. Yeah, there we go. I don't think he lost anybody, which is good. And he has 810, so you can just heal them up. Yeah, nice. Very nice. I would like to see him expand this wall up the map and secure some more territory. I think walling is really useful on this map. If you can get a fortress contain up, or any sort of like defensive build off the map, you're in a very good position. SpartanXElite has a lot of Toxotes queued up. I guess he just saw all those spearmen at the back of this army. Plus, oh, actually there are a lot of Series here, so that might not be such a good decision. But that is a very scary Greek army right there, I have to say. Greek soldiers might look the coolest out of all civs. I'm not really sure. And the most elaborate. I think the level of detail on units sort of reflects their cost efficiency, which is a nice quick way to tell if your army can beat another army. Just like see how badass the other army looks. For example, like if you look at the Egyptian people, they're just like butt naked, and then if you look at Greece, they're pretty duked out. It's a nice artistic reflection of gameplay there. 21 Lancers. Okay, he only has a couple Spearmen here. Although I think these Series won't do too bad against Lancers. So at least the Lancers don't get that bonus damage. Let's see how much base damage they have. They have 16.8 DPS. Oh, we're going in for a 2-pronged attack, it looks like, maybe? Yeah, he really needs Weepi's help here, I think. Although he's doing pretty fine on his own. This Taxote is just so much damage. Look at the big ball of them. Oh, got a little flank here. Good reaction by SpartanXElite pulling his Taxotes back. Yeah, that battle went very well. He maneuvered his units well, kept his archer ball behind the meat shield there, and they just went to work on that other army. Doesn't look like he even took that many casualties. Yeah, his population is still maxed. He's shooting a lot of spearmen. I think that is probably GG right there. I wouldn't be surprised to see a resignation shortly. Yep, and we have this wall continuing to go up from Weepi. A lot of technology is being researched. Yeah, he was just floating gold, and he figured, you know what, I might as well research all of these. Let's go back to the battle. Okay, so a defensive fortress going up here. Oh, and some cavalry archers. That might actually change things. Those Asabar are just gonna die now. I always forget. Our mounted archers... Okay, they're classified as ranged for both Babylon and for Persia. Okay. Good to know. Are they the same unit? I'll have to look at that. The difference in the stats. I'm a little rusty, in case you guys haven't can't tell. So wow. So yeah, these villagers are done. Gonna take this town center pretty shortly. This is not looking very good. That fortress didn't even go up well. Yeah, I don't think he can really fight this off, especially because Weepi is not really in a position to help. And I guess he has like 7 units, but I don't know. Weepi just aged up. This is not the time to be aging up. Yeah, there's the resignation. That makes a lot of sense. That's a lot of archers. They should just go and end Weepi here, because this game is over. There's no need to destroy all of this. Here he has 3 gardens. Why? Okay. And that is a good game. That was a pretty cool game. I mean, I like this map a lot, like I said. We saw this nice little expansion here. We saw some good raiding on Weepi. Basically shut down his economy. And then later on, we just saw like out macro, basically in a 2v1 battle here. That's another important thing in 2v2. You always want to be fighting 2v1 if you can. Even if you're not doing as well as your opponent, you can probably take them 2v1 and trade in your favor. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll probably be uploading a lot of AoE in the near future. Yeah, see you guys later.